Hi, my name is Vena. I'm originally from Rea, but I live in Nandi. I love listening to Today FM. Today FM rocks.
Bula, I'm John from Kornabuan, Papua. I love listening to Today FM. It rocks.
Bula, I'm Teopola.
Bula, I'm Akanisi.
We love listening to Today FM because it rocks in Ba.
Bula, my name is Tisa. I've been listening to Today FM.
Today's hit music on Today FM.
Tonight, increasing sales of counterfeit products worry traders. New dialysis center for the West. And KAVA standards to improve quality for Fiji.
From the studios of FBC Suva, Edwin Nunn.
A major supermarket chain is working with the Fiji Commerce Commission to fight increasing sales of counterfeit products. RB Patel has found its commodities illegally imported under the company trademark license and sold in small shops around the country. Kelly Vadala reports.
This brand of mosquito coil can only be imported and sold by RB Patel supermarkets, but company executives claim to have found the item being sold in other shops.
In particular case, we had a recent issue where we had a rogue trader who had bought in something that we had trademarked. So we complained to the commission and asked them for their assistance to see if they could source this person down. Our main issue with this rogue trader was that we believe that he was selling a counterfeit that could damage person's health.
Johan says the product is apparently sourced out from the same factory and imported under RB Patel license. The Fiji Commerce Commission has been carrying out snap checks as part of its investigations.
There are issues where people try to profiteer by selling of goods which they do not have the proper approvals to sell. People who are doing this illegally, they know they are doing it illegally. So when it is just a matter of catching up to them.
RB Patel claims many counterfeit products are being imported from China, which is able to manufacture almost anything.
Fiji Commerce Commission says there's a large number of counterfeit products being sold in the market and have not been identified, and they're going after those who are involved. Kelly Vadala, FBC News.
Dialysis treatment for people in the West will become cheaper with the opening of a new center in Lautoka. Former Fijians living in Canada worked with Vancouver General Hospital and others to acquire the 5 dialysis machines. Ellen Stolz has the story.
This dialysis center in Lautoka has been possible thanks to the Fiji Kidney Association Foundation Canada, which fundraised for the machines. Administrator Pushp Chand says the high cost of treatment in Fiji was one of the reasons they decided to open the facility.
We're charging $150, that's VIP, inclusive of EPO injection and all the dialysis cost that comes with the service.
And compared to others, this is cheaper?
Cheapest in Fiji, I would say.
With a total of 17 dialysis machines, 10 to start off with and 7 on standby, the foundation is also looking to employ 3 nurses and 3 doctors. Foundation President Rajesh Prasad says they expect to treat hundreds of people in the West, with the center able to process 10 patients at once.
Medicines are very expensive, that's why. But if you can put one pod money that we can use it from there for the chemicals, and it will be nice, then we can do it for free. But we're going to charge only $150 for now, and we will try to lower the price.
The Ministry of Health Private Hospital Board Committee will soon carry out their final licensing inspection before it opens to the public. Ellen Stalls, FBC News.
In a milestone achievement, Fiji's first national KAVA standards and the Fiji KAVA Quality Manual were launched last night. It's an effort to improve KAVA quality and increase exports. Senya Nimboila reports.
The KAVA standard establishes a level of quality applicable to all KAVA products. Acting Minister for Agriculture, Oceana Ngamu, says the introduction of the manual is timely given the renewed interest in KAVA from Europe and the United States.
We must explore every opportunity to protect and promote Fiji KAVA as an authentic, high-quality Fijian product when competing in the international markets.
The KAVA standard focuses on the description of KAVA varieties that are proven to be safe for use. KAVA dealers have also shared their views on the manual.
This manual will greatly help us cover dealers and farmers to make sure that we have the best cover for exports overseas. It will also help us to rake in more money for our families and our business. We thank the government and the Ministry of Agriculture for helping us cover dealers and farmers.
Cover-producing countries in the Pacific, including Fiji, struggled in the aftermath of a cover ban imposed by Germany in 2012. The ban was lifted in 2014, and while Fiji's earnings have gradually increased since, the recovery is relatively slow. Sainyani Mboila, FBC News.
The Fiji National Provident Fund has assured all nominee information in the fund's database is accurate. Members claim their accounts have the names of people who weren't nominated or aren't even related to the member. General Manager Member Services Alipate Wangai Rawai says people may have been misinformed about their accounts and that the FNPF keeps all nomination forms in a secure room for final verification.
When the person dies, the final verification in the check will really be a physical one that will have to go back to this nomination form, which is kept under lock and key in our strong room, and then we will then find out from that actual form who has the person nominated to receive his or her monies.
The Fijian Bureau of Statistics has started preparations for the 2017 population census with a budget of $7.8 million that's expected to double by July. In a media training session this morning, journalists were told that the census this year will take place from September 17th to October 8th. The office is recruiting relevant staff including superintendents, area coordinators, supervisors, enumerators and support staff. The last census in 2007, which recorded a total population of 837,271 people. Still ahead, new cinema in Lautoka. And who will be the last man standing? Find out after the break.
कमल रोशनी है, हम लोगों में रहते हैं और मिर्ची एफएम सबसे बेस्ट स्टेशन है।
हमारा नाम मिर्ची है, हम गोल्ड टाउन तापुआ में रहता है और मिर्ची इज हॉट इन तापुआ।
Hi, we Badals. We love Mirchi FM because it's hot.
निवेश तापुआ में रहता हूँ, सुनता है यहाँ मिर्ची एफएम is very hot.
Mirchi FM, it's hot.
Welcome back. Branching out to Lautoka, the new live cinema had its first screening this evening. Located in the new Tapu City complex, the cinema offers a different experience altogether for the people of the Sugar City. Tickets went on sale yesterday. Live Cinema, a subsidiary of Fijian Holdings, already has an outlet at RB Jetpoint in Nadi. President Major General retired Chochi Konrote is heading to the UN Food and Agriculture Organization in Rome to discuss Fiji's food security challenges. On a recent visit to the Pacific Community's Center for Crops and Trees in Narede Nasinu, the President said it was imperative that Fijians grow and eat more fresh local produce. With more than 2,000 varieties of seeds, the Pacific Center is a critical incubator, stocking large staple crops resilient to climate change.
Now, we are a Pacific community and food security is very important. As we speak, next week I'll be off to Rome to talk to the World Forum, the FAO, about food security, more on climate change and how it's affecting the Pacific.
9 finalists have been confirmed for the Today FM Last Man Standing competition. Station Programs Director Alan Stevens says they have a few more weeks to go before the other 25 are chosen. Anna Ravulo tells us more.
Today FM.
With a few weeks left before the competition, Fiji Broadcasting Corporation's Today FM wants more women for the Last Man Standing competition.
But we're looking for more female participation as well, because it's for everybody. Eh? Even though it's Last Man Standing, it's for everyone. So just an encouragement to all those who are watching this from home. Even if you are a girl or a guy, take part in the competition because it's a $59,000 Hyundai Elantra.
The winner gets to drive away a brand new Hyundai Elantra, and contestants are all hyped up.
I've been quite preparing for this.
Not really well, but quite. To prepare yourself mentally, because if that is something that's going to be ready first, then the rest should follow.
Right now I've been prepared mentally and physically. If any opportunity, like waiting for the bus, I get to stand and wait and time myself.
The competition, which begins on the 1st of May, is expected to go for a week, but may go longer depending on who can hold on the longest. The contestants are chosen from the Central, Western and Northern divisions. Anna Ravulo, FBC News.
Assistant Commissioner of Police Unaisi Vuniwanga has been promoted to Deputy Police Commissioner of the United Nations Mission in South Sudan, or UNMISS. ACP Vuniwanga is heading a 10-member Fiji delegation that left for peacekeeping duties in North Africa last year. Commissioner of Police Brigadier General Sitiveni Ngilio says ACP Vuniwanga's new post is the highest level appointment for a police officer since Fiji's first involvement with the UN over 30 years ago. And later on in sports with Jamie, Fiji hockey men's side thumped 17-0 by China. But Rachel is up next telling us about how businesses are focusing on productivity.
Thank you, Edwin. Coming up in Business Tonight, over 100 businesses attend productivity training. And in growing Fiji, Suva Civic Auditorium to undergo renovation. Stay with us.
I'm Rafnil from Nekota and I love listening to Today FM.
My name is Stanley Girdler and I'm from Australia, but I'm part Fijian from Watraki, and I love listening to Today FM Rocks.
For the best music and less talk, we tune in to Today FM in Nasalai Village. Today FM rocks.
My name is Inai Ali and I'm from Ba, and I love the big breakfast on Today FM. I just love it and hope you love it too.
My name is Jay from La Paz. I love listening to Today FM. Today FM rocks.
My name is Naushin and I'm from Sambeto, and I love Today FM. Today FM rocks.
Today's hit music on Today FM.
In business, in a bid to enhance productivity, business houses from various sectors attended the Better Business Conference in Suva this morning. Fiji National University Chancellor Iqbal Janib says productivity is a collective effort.
In order to achieve better results, employers and employees need to change their mindsets towards their productivity levels.
Listen and learn. Ask searching questions. Seek one-on-one collaboration. Whatever else you do, do not copy. Rather, adapt to your own situation and business.
While addressing the room full of business representatives, Fiji Electricity Authority Chief Executive Hasmukh Patel said businesses need to set goals and work towards achieving them.
Running and developing a successful company, if you are at the helm of that company, is you must have a very clear vision and a mission of where you wish to take that company. If you do not have that, then I can tell you that it's only a matter of time before you will be non-existent.
Over 100 business representatives attended the conference.
A new research company has entered the market. Pulse Insight has been operating in the country for months. However, today it was officially launched. The company hosted more than 50 guests to an introductory session about the services they offer. Pulse Insight will be based in Walu Bay outside Suva.
We just need to kind of take it to the next level, and hopefully our clients will get benefit from it. So.
As the trading week comes to an end, here's Savanatha from HFC Bank with a wrap on the currency market.
Vinaka, Rachel. Let's take a look at our basket of currencies this week over a 7-day moving average. These are the currencies used to determine the value of the Fiji dollar. With a stronger average US dollar when compared to last week, up 48 points at 0.4691. The Australian dollar weakened by 13 points, standing at an average of 0.6185. The New Zealand dollar weakened as well by 127 points this week to stand at 0.6692 on average. The euro strengthened by 53 points to 0.4453. Meanwhile, the Japanese yen was slightly stronger, but by only 0.006, standing at 52.8. The US dollar continued to strengthen during the week, while gold dipped to a 5-week low on Thursday. Analysts expect a further drop in gold prices as investors await the biggest news next week, the U.S. Federal Reserve expected interest rate hike. Back to you, Rachel.
Thanks, Avanatha. On to today's exchange rates. The Chinese yuan and the American dollar both strengthened against our Fijian dollar to close at 3.23 and 46 cents respectively, while the Australian and New Zealand dollar weakened to close at 62 cents and 67 cents. Meanwhile, the PNG kina strengthened slightly to close at 126. On to the commodities market, a drop across the index as oil closed at $48.96 a barrel. Gold dropped to $1,206 an ounce, and silver followed suit to close at just over $17 an ounce. In growing Fiji tonight, one of the capital city's prime entertainment venues, the Suva Civic Auditorium, and its lower hall will undergo renovations from next month. Together with this, a friendship garden and a landmark building will be constructed at the Suva foreshore. Pranita Prakash has more.
Both projects will be funded by the Guangdong province of China. A memorandum of understanding was signed between the Suva City Council and the Chinese officials today. The Chinese ambassador to Fiji, Zhang Ping, says this will also further strengthen ties between the two countries.
Suva Civic Auditorium renovations has been overdue, and the renovation program includes upgrading the interior outlook and introducing new seats, sound system, and an improved gallery area. Friendship Park shall have different varieties of flower gardens, and the landmark building will be used for cultural exchange, vocational training, cultural display, tourism promotion, and other activities conducive to enhancing bilateral friendship and cooperation.
The Chinese ambassador to Fiji, Zhang Ping, says this will also
Civic Center Auditorium, after its renovation, will provide
further strengthen ties between the two countries.
And, a facility for more cultural exchanges, and also will attract more visitors from the countries in the world.
A team from China is already in the country to start the construction and the renovation work. The total amount of funding provided for this project has not been disclosed. Pranita Prakash, FBC News.
And that's a wrap from Business Tonight. Now with the very latest in sports, here's Jamie.
Naka Rachel, and good evening. After the break, Fiji's Sevens team hopes to get its discipline in check ahead of Vancouver tournament. And Fiji Under-20 targets return to World Rugby Under-20 Championship. This and more coming up.
Mai kono kulan rasa lutoka doba talenta kana porong na radio Fijiwan.
Bulan arango fina mai koradiri nandi auto talenta kana porong na radio Fijiwan na programa ni mas masu na mataklailai.
Oya ochone kurinambila mai gunangoru na makete hinga toka kwe do talenta kina na porong na radio Fijiwan kina na domoi viti.
Na radio Fijiwan na domoi viti na ponga ni bienen.
Vodafone Fiji Sevens coach Gareth Beba has identified what needs improving as his team heads into the Vancouver tournament this weekend. And with only a week to iron out these issues, the players have the added task of getting used to the cold conditions in Vancouver. Varshnil Prasad has more.
Defender going high. Our win on the Sevens World Series isn't happening unless the team gets its act together.
I think the obvious issues are discipline and tackle completion. We obviously are trying to improve both those elements, and there's a mental element of that which is really obvious, and making sure that we retain control on the field.
In the last leg, our national team's defence was caught off guard against top teams like Australia, New Zealand and South Africa.
The biggest one for me is the habits of the players in terms of their techniques, and ensuring that we don't overcommit on tackles, but we're smart when we make them, and we put our attackers in the positions that we know we can make our tackles.
As the side focuses on the Vancouver Sevens, they're already finding the weather conditions isn't suitable and is hard to adjust to.
Really good. Yeah, from pitch, it's very hot.
first time for us to come here. It's really cold.
Fiji kicks off its campaign against Wales on Sunday. Vashnil Prasad, FBC Sports.
The Oceania National Olympic Committees will hold its annual General Assembly next month. One of the main subjects that will be highlighted at the Assembly is the changes in the Olympic Solidarity Program. This is a program that provides funding to all Olympic committees. ONOC says they will also discuss how various sports federations can apply for funding.
For years we've had a new lot of Olympic Committee members coming on board. So it's basically to explain to all of our 17 Olympic committees so that they take full benefit for the funding that's available.
The Vodafone Fiji Under-20 rugby team is currently preparing for the Oceania Rugby Under-20 Championship in Australia next month. With the aim to get back into the Under-20 World Cup, coaches are working around the clock to prepare the side for Oceania's best, including top teams Australia and New Zealand. Meli Tavanga reports.
The Under-20 rugby side is working on the team combinations and the game plan.
This camp's pretty important for the coaches to have a good look at all the players. How they react under pressure, but also opportunity. You see Alan Muir here today, putting his eye over the front rowers and
McKee says battling Australia and New Zealand will test the players and show them where they need to improve to make it to the Junior Rugby World Trophy.
Ultimately, we want to get back into the Junior World Cups. At the moment we're in the Junior World Trophy, so this Oceania will give us a good marker of where we're at and how much work we need to do between now and the Junior World Trophy now.
Under-20 head coach Salimoni Rawobo says they are in the process of getting the game basics right.
We need to see what's the strengths and the weaknesses that we have today to carry on. Then we'll carry that on. We'll see that, see our weaknesses and look at our strengths, and we'll talk about it.
Meanwhile, the team is fortunate to have the technical coaches Andrew Bell, Alan Moore, John McKee and former Flying Fijian skipper Kele Lewere assisting the side. Melitawanga, FBC Sports.
The Fiji men's hockey side were hammered 17-0 by China in the quarterfinal of the World League Round 2 event in Bangladesh. China started the match on a high note and scored its first 2 goals in 2 minutes. Fiji were down 10-0 at the halftime break. The Hector Smith coach side now faces Ghana in the playoff for 5th to 8th place. Meanwhile, China, Malaysia, Oman and Egypt are through to the semi-finals. Now with the Vancouver Sevens just a few days away, we add a little twist to today's play of the day. There's no special play today, rather a number of plays by one very special player, Fiji's very own magician, Jerry Tuai.
Jerry Tuai steps inside and away he goes.
Oh, stop it, get out of here, that's insane.
Tuai, he shreds him.
He's the number 1, number 9 in the game of sevens.
Oh, this is something else. Are you kidding me, Fiji?
This footwork is absolutely unbelievable.
Tuai stepping, putting the foot on the gas.
And there's a little scoop down the short side, he'll score. He's magic.
And here's to hoping Tuai works more of that magic this weekend. And on that note, we wrap up sports for this evening. Angie joins you later on with weather. And in the world of the weird and the wonderful, we see how the historic Maracana Stadium has been abandoned roughly 6 months on from the closing ceremony of the 2016 Olympics. Find out more after the break.
I'm under a sort of of Nayabu whenever I want to tune in to listen to great music, I always tune in to my favorite radio station, Gold FM, only the classic.
My name is Lita. We love listening to Gold FM here at the Fiji Hideaway Resort and Spa. Gold FM, only the classic hits.
We here at Kano Waterfront Lautoka love listening to Gold FM, only the classic hits.
Gold FM, only the classic hits.
Welcome back. Very few accessories are more important than for the summer, that is, than a good pair of sunglasses. Cue the Snapchat spectacles packed with tiny text that make these specs smarter than your average shades. And on that bright note, here is Angie with the weather.
Hello there and welcome to the Weather World. Yes, it's Friday, where you get to look back at your work week and feel good about what you accomplished from Monday till Thursday. And if you were a slacker and didn't get anything done, then Friday is your chance to say, I will work hard extra next week. And to make your weekend even better, the heavy rain alert that was in force for the Fiji group is now cancelled. Now let's see what it was like in the West. It was hot, no doubt about that, as temperatures soared up to 33 degrees. Eastwards from KAVA to Suva, hot as well. If you were out and about, you might have noticed how warm the air was. And up in Banwalevu, Ambassa was scorching at 33 degrees, while Savu Savu had few showers and was mild at 30. Tomorrow, well, who is never excited when Saturday approaches? No work, no school, and no stress. And nothing beats it when the weather is all clear with just a teensy-weensy bit of rain by the evening. Tomorrow's temps, Ba will have highs of 31 with also lows of 24. Looking further on to Sunday, a good day for swimming, I suppose. Conditions will be all clear. I can't wait to take a dip. At sea, northeast to southeast winds 50 to 20 knots with moderate to rough seas. And to the tides, the next high tide is at 11:26 with a low tide tomorrow morning at 5:38. And at last, Edwin, we've got some sunshine on our side.
Well, that's good to know, but I was kind of enjoying the lightning and thunderstorms over the last few days. And on to our Fijian Pulse. Today we ask, can Fiji win its first title this season in Vancouver?
I'm 100% sure. I just want to say go Fiji, go.
Yes, Fiji can win.
I don't know, we'll have to wait and watch.
I think so, but I hope Fiji can win this game. Go Fiji, go.
Fiji can win the game here in Vancouver because Fiji has won the last 2 titles, so Fiji can win again.
Yes, I think they can.
Can win, can take the win. Some more people on one side all the team last week.
In the world of the weird and the wonderful, roughly 6 months on from the closing ceremony of the 2016 Olympics, the Maracana Stadium in Brazil is abandoned. Is this the legacy of the Olympics in Rio? Recapping the main stories: increasing sales of counterfeit products worry traders, new dialysis center for the West, and new KAVA standards for Fiji. For these stories and others, you can tune in daily to our sister radio station Gold FM. To our weekly poll question now. This week we are asking, will the new malls opening up create more competition? Visit our FBC website to answer. Before we go, tonight's shot of the day was sent in by Rishan Evans of Princess Road in Samambula, Suva. A stunning picture of lightning streaking across the sky, something people in the Central Division have been experiencing most of this week. Send us newsworthy pictures and videos on email fbcnews@fbc.com.fj or share it with us via our Facebook page FBC News, where you can also follow and tweet us your news tips @FBC News or simply hashtag FBC News. That was FBC News for this evening. Until next time, good evening.
कमल रोशनी है, हम लोगों में रहते हैं और मिर्ची एफएम सबसे बेस्ट स्टेशन है।
हमारा नाम मिर्ची है, हम गोल्ड टाउन तापुआ में रहता है और मिर्ची इज हॉट इन तापुआ।
Hi, we bad girls. We love Mirchi FM because it's hot.
निवेश तवरा में रहता हूँ, सुनता है यहाँ मिर्ची एफएम is very hot.
Mirchi FM, it's hot.